Yes, alright. Hello there. I've been thinking about things when it comes to this being a YouTuber and, what it means, for certain people. Because there is a big difference, when it comes to everybody's goals, with being on YouTube and having their own channel. You know why I actually began to to make videos and post them on YouTube. It was mostly out of boredom. But also because I thought that I had something to contribute, especially with boxing. I have a great undying love for a sport, and I believe I have the necessary knowledge also to talk about it. There are lots of people who even have their own podcasts and they talk about boxing, for instance, but they don't necessarily have the knowledge, or they just love to chat about it, and it's all right, of course. But I listen to them sometimes, their opinions, and I just have to disagree a lot. And especially in United States, yeah, I mean, you have certain podcasts uh, that are actually meant for a certain type of audience, and so there's in USA there are a lot of how to say it, when it comes to boxing, because it's such a game. It has been a pretty black priori how do you say it, predominantly a black dominated sport for a long time in USA. So there are a lot of black uh, you know boxing YouTubers and podcasters, and some of them are just really, I mean, I love listening to some of them. They are really objective, not biased or anything, and they really have a great knowledge. But this is where it's really a big difference, actually. The other day, I accidentally stumbled onto this live on YouTube by some guy who calls himself the Black Fight Fan, and there was, this was obviously only meant for black fight fans, and so there was a lot of that they were talking about Wilder and stuff like that, and as far as I could tell, they were very down on Fury, and yeah, and even Usyk. I don't know if that was meant as an insult, but this guy who was leading this live wasn't calling him Usyk or Usyk, but he was calling him Us or something. Us. I don't know. I don't know if that was meant as an insult or whatever, but um, when you are, my goal is always to be 100% neutral. You know, when I like a boxer, I like that boxer. Doesn't matter what color he is or nationality. It's like, even though I myself, technically, I come from Eastern Europe originally, and there are many good Eastern European boxers as well. But and I do often root for those who are really like from that part of the world. But I mean, if a good, for instance, an American fighter or black fighter really beats a good Eastern European fighter, it's not like I go, oh no, he that was unfair, he got lucky, he shouldn't have, he shouldn't have won, stuff like that. So yeah, it's important to be as impartial as possible, But actually, it's not like that always, here on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, it's not just. I remember, like, this was also a podcast, I believe, by which was led by Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez, I believe his name was. And they, I remember, were also very like pro Canelo and Canelo this, Canelo that, and they were quite critical, for instance, of Lomachenko and saying that he had to beat Tank Davis to be considered as the best, or one of the best pound for pound. Come on, it's like, and at the same time, Canelo hadn't yet beaten, all those guys back then, like, Cole or Plant, or, and now he's lost to Bivol, of course. I wonder what they are saying now about him. And I remember also when Mungia, he had a tough time against, I believe it was Dennis Hogan. And then, they were really down on him. They were like writing him off, almost. So that's what I don't like. I mean, a boxer can't have one bad fight, you know, without somebody going, oh no, he's no good. He's never going to really, make it and stuff like that. So you gotta be real. So you gotta cut them some slack. You can say unless it was like three bad performances one after another, then you can say, or two, and then you can say, all right, maybe he's not as good as we thought. But come on, you can't judge anybody on one fight, of course. That's just dumb. And yeah, so. But anyway, I wanted to say something also about why certain people obviously start their YouTube channels. It's not just out of boredom, or because they want to have fun or connect with the other people out there. It's obvious that certain people are actually looking at it as a business. And that's one thing I don't really, that kind of facet with YouTube, the money, the monetization, that's something I don't think is very healthy for one, because if you do succeed in getting, enough followers, and then you can, start monetizing your channel, and then, you sort of start to feel, all right, I made it, this is gonna be my career from now on. And that's not good because what happens then? You have to make videos all the time, or else it won't pay off, right? You will not get so much money from that. So, and we have this thing called the algorithm, which I think is really bad actually, because it depends on the number of likes and subscribers. It depends. I mean, each video, when I hear that those words, please like and subscribe, I get sick almost. I get nauseous because I hear it always, all the time. And yeah, I said it myself before, but only because I heard it from others. I thought that was the way, but then I realized, I mean, I thought that that's what you have to say, when you are on YouTube. And I thought, all right, it couldn't hurt to get more, subscribers and likes, but that wasn't my primary goal with being on YouTube. obviously. And yeah, you know, it's kind of how do you say it, a double-edged sword. You start to get followers, and you are like, yeah, I'm the Mr. Popular now. Everybody likes you. But what happens then when you get really big? I mean, when you start to get like over 100,000 or something, you start to get hate. You get your amount of hate, of course. And you see things are not, everything is not so great and rosy, and yeah. So that's why I prefer staying quite low key and anonymous, because I don't want to. I've already experienced enough BS online. Like people saying stuff to me that is not so good, making fun of me because of my opinions, and you know I don't want. I want to avoid that as much as possible, if you understand me. I don't really care about that stuff. I mean, you look what happened to somebody like Jeremy Fragrance. He was living the life. He was basking in it all. Having over 1 million subscribers, and then what happens? He just how to say it. It just all became too much. I mean, for him, he lost it simply, and he's no longer he lost touch with himself. That's something I already talked about. And yeah, I mean, you don't wanna you don't want that to happen to you, right? I mean, it all kind of is like sort of an opium for your mind. When you get so successful, you earn quite a lot of money, and you get your stuff. You get your own business on the side, of course, as he did. But it didn't really go that well as he expected, I guess. So it all just blew up in his face, pretty much. And now he's quitting YouTube. Or anyway, for now, anyway, to join this some sort of German reality Big Brother program, something like that. That's what I heard anyway. So anyway, I don't want to talk about him anymore. I think just want to say this: if you are starting out on YouTube only because you wanna be become famous and earn money, then don't. I won't do that. Because it's an ungrateful way to become famous and earn money, alright. And even I mean, himself, Jeremy, you saw what he had to do. He was forced to put out videos talking about the same old thing, 2 minutes, only just so he would stay, in that algorithm. Because if he stopped making videos, posting them for a week or 2 weeks, especially, he dropped significantly in the number of views, and that whole algorithm BS. So yeah, this way, like somebody like me, I can not make a video for a month if I want to, or even longer, and still, not give a damn about it, because I'm not losing money. I'm not losing anything. I'm gonna have as many followers, or about as many as I have, now. So yeah, just I would reconsider if I were you. If you are looking to compete with those, big YouTubers, then yeah, it's a pretty damn cold and cruel business, actually. Cause these guys they all pretend like yeah they are nice and all that. If when they see a competitor coming, who may like take away their share, of the viewers and everything, the yeah subscriptions or whatever, they don't like it, of course. So they wanna go go at you and like ruin your own channel if they can. And anyway, they will not help you in any way. So I mean, most of them, some of them are all right. So they will perhaps help you if you want, if you ask them to. But you better beware. There are a lot of snakes everywhere when it comes to money, especially when it comes to being kind of famous, let's say, or having a lot of views. It's all a big thing, for them. And when they start losing views, it's then that it gets ugly. They can do stuff that is pretty, pretty ugly. Yeah. So my advice is to just build up your own smaller kind of following, and just you know cater to them. Don't try to cater for the masses. That's very ungrateful job, because one day they love you, to say, oh, he's so cool, but one day suddenly they start saying, oh, he's such a asshole, he such a sleaze bag, whatever, and that the same thing happened to Jeremy. I mean, in the start, almost everybody thought he was so great, he's so cool, he's so fun. But now more and more people are saying, "Oh, he's such a jerk bag. He's nuts. He's stuff like that." So yeah, I think that would be all. I've said what I want to say. So whoever will watch this, no matter how long it is, thank you. See you. Bye bye.